Hello, Gary Hernandez here, and welcome to Cane Self-Defense with Master Gary Hernandez. In this video, I want to cover what I like to call the leaning strike. Now, the leaning strike is very similar to tip on the floor, doing your fast, quick draws, but it has something a little bit different that we need to go over, and that's because I'm leaning on my cane. Now, when I'm leaning on my cane, I might be relaxing. My cane might be right here and I'm leaning on it, or my cane might even be a little bit further and I'm just kind of chilling, talking to somebody, just relaxing, sitting here having a conversation. Now, I may have to swing right off the get-go. Let's say something happens where it's unexpected. Because if someone's starting to start something, you're going to go into more of a chambered situation and your body's ready to fight. So from here, I'm going to be relaxed. Now, I don't want to have to simply shift up and chamber my cane, because then I'm telegraphing that technique, especially if it's something happening very fast. So I could be sitting here relaxing, leaning on my cane. All of a sudden something happens, I can swing. Now, I'm going to slow that down and break down exactly what I did. And I'm going to be using the bob, because that was just a swing in the general direction of somebody in front of me here, and it came around. From here, I happen to be relaxing and I'm leaning on my cane. Again, I don't know, some people might just want to lean on their cane this way. Some people might want to kind of lean like this. Well, what happens is if you move your cane, I didn't fall down, but my balance did shift, because I have a lot of my weight leaning to my right side. So if I do this, even though I didn't fall and I'm still able to support myself, my top moved, because I'm top heavy. If I do this, I have to readjust my step to counter the weight difference shifting over. So what I want to be able to do is fire this from the leaning position. That's why it's called the leaning strike. I don't want to have to come up and then do that, because that's a kind of a two maneuver thing. So what I'm going to do is, I happen to be relaxing, leaning on it. All of a sudden, out of the blue, somebody's approached me really fast. What I'm going to do is, as I shift my weight, I'm swinging. Now, granted, this is not being held here where I'm chambered down, where I have a harder, solid swing. I'm swinging from my hand being on the top of the crook, which does have a little bit of play. So this isn't a super hard strike, whether it's to the head, ribs, or legs, but it's more of a quick stunner to kind of boom, pop them, and then prepare myself. But again, I'm not having to go, and granted that takes just a second, but I wasted a second. So from here, I'm kind of sitting here, I could be leaning this way. And all of a sudden this person comes through, boom. Well, what I did, again, was as I'm leaning, I didn't readjust and rechamber, and even if I don't rechamber, I didn't come up and then swing, because that's still two maneuvers. As I was here, as I swung, I shifted my right foot over to compensate for the weight difference that I'm about to lose, so I don't have bad balance or even fall. So I regain my balance as I'm swinging in one motion, hitting the target, giving me a chance to start to get away, because it's a stunner, it's not a powerful knockout technique. Even to the head, it's going to hurt him a bit, ribs maybe stun him, leg maybe make him back up, and give me that time to reset and fire. So one more time. And practice, when you do this, practice leaning on it close, a little bit further, that way, and practice shifting your weight. But again, as you shift, swing and catch yourself with your foot so you don't lose your balance. So one more time, I'm sitting here leaning on it. Again, let's say I'm talking to you, guys. He's coming up for some reason. Nobody says, "Hey, Gary, look out!" But hopefully somebody does. All of a sudden, he starts to draw back. Boom. It's a quick hit, and I was in a relaxed, leaning mode. I didn't have to go and waste that second before that strike. So practice what I like to call the leaning strike. Like I always say, practice it, make it yours. Practice it on both sides, lean on both sides, and then compensate the weight difference with that foot as you fire that shot out there. So hopefully that helps. Gary Hernandez, thank you, and I will see you guys very soon.